right, YouTube, we're gonna go over every single Team Affinity card that's the Jolt series, and we're gonna give them my best, I guess, tier list. Shout out to Showzone. They're on top of stuff, man. They got all the cards in there for 25. It seems their website's working on the integration, so there are some hiccups. I think I can't really click on the attributes unless I'm not doing it right. I gotta learn the new layout. Looks different than the last time we did a tier list on their website. But shout out Showzone.gg. We love it. We love it. So I have on my phone here the attributes. I'm gonna have the tier list here. You guys are gonna see the in-game screenshots of these cards as they are. I will not be seeing it. I'll be referencing it on my phone. So we will be starting with the first one, which is Jimmy Edmonds. Let me get him up here. All right, so Jimmy Edmonds, let me do a little bit of a comparison. I have my phone here on a stand so I can see the attributes. Things we do, pieces you have to put together sometimes to make content work. So I'm recording this on March 15th at night. So this is in case this doesn't go up for a few days. Things change. I don't think it will, but excuse me. What do we have here? So we have Jimmy E is 80-93 versus righties. 80 contact. Okay, let's go contacts then powers. Contacts 80 and 51, 93 and 105 versus powers. Okay, 51 vision. Clutch is a 43. Okay. 87 fielding, 82 arm strength, 86 arm accuracy, 85 reaction, 54 speed. Not a center fielder. Now, what positions does this boy play? Center field with a left field secondary. Thank God. He is in, honestly, not a horrible left fielder. Not a terrible left fielder. Power is really nice. That clutch is terrible, though. Honestly, the thing that offends me the most about this card is that clutch rating. That's what offends me the most. What? Bro, what? Does that not work? That's weird. Oh yeah, the website's a little bugged out. I gotta do it like this. Let me zoom out a little bit more. Okay, yeah, it's a little strange. We'll do a final picture of it at the end, but apparently it only works in vertical. They're working on some bugs right now with the way that the game literally just came out a day ago, so give them a break. You know I will. So next up, Max Muncy. B tier for now. It might things might change. It's all relative, right? It's all relative. So we'll see how things go. But we're on to the next one, which is Maximilian Muncy. Let me find this dude. Where's Lord Thicky over here? He like a biscuit. Found my boy over here. All right, so Muncy. Contacts 72 and 45, powers 100, 106, 50 vision. Okay, kind of similar to Edmonds, but that contact versus lefty is really low. 51 clutch, that's pretty bad too. Fielding 74, 72, 85 arm accuracy, 75 reaction, 54 speed. That arm accuracy is bloating him badly. Plays third with a secondary of first. Powers are solid, pretty good versus righties, not too slow. I thought they would make the speed worse. 51 clutch. I think I'm gonna bump another B tier here on this one. We'll see. There's very few spoilers, very few cards in the Jolt series that I like for my team, but the ones I do like I think are really, really good. Schwarber, S tier, I think. Off the top of my head, I remember seeing Schwarber. I just saw him. Where's Thicky like a biscuit, bro? 62-80 for the contacts, 115-105 for the powers. 51 vision, 77 clutch, which is actually higher than his contact versus righties. He's got the worst fielding on the planet. 51 fielding, 62 arm strength, 63 arm accuracy, 51 reaction, 40 speed. Yeah, so what this guy is he's a left fielder only. That's the trade-off. That's the caveat here with the Schwarber, but he is basically a DH, and he is an S tier 1 at that. If you really want to play him in left, do it. I wouldn't. I think he's an S tier card, personally. Babe Ruth. This one's interesting. Next one is up is Babe Ruth. 78 and 99 are his contacts, 97 and 83 are his powers with 70 vision, 72 clutch, 125 discipline for whatever reason. It's an overall adjuster, that's what that is. 60 fielding, 62 arm strength, 60 arm accuracy, 56 reaction, 36 speed. He's slow as hell. He plays right field primary with secondary of first and left field. That's pretty brutal because he's now going to be a common in his secondary. He is atrocious in right field. But we know how Babe is at first base. He's sort of a wall with those animations. But because he could play first, and because he's so well balanced, I'm actually going to put him, because he has all the quirks in the world too, I'm going to put him in S tier. I think he's really well balanced offensively. I kind of like him. On to the next one. We got, where is he at? There, Cal Ripken Jr. Contacts 81 and 74, power 68 and 54, visions and 87. Fielding 83, arm strength 89, arm accuracy 85, reaction 77, speed 58. Now he plays short, and he plays that. That's the only position he plays. He's just a shortstop. And at that, he's pretty good, but not great. He's not horrible. He's like, he's got the hand skill, good bat to ball skill, good fielding, strong arm. He's not super slow, but he's not particularly good at really much. So I'm gonna go C tier because there's just way better free options, man. There's just way better free options than him. I don't know. Next guy up, I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how to say his name. If it's Grish, I'm assuming maybe it's Grish. I don't know why he's not popping up in the app, but if I remember correctly, this card is actually pretty unreal. And I remember saying when I saw this card, he's an easy S tier. He's very good. You guys see the attributes. I can't find him on the app. I don't know why. He's not under... Let me try this one. Let me try ownership. No, this dude's just straight up not in the app, bro. Yeah, this is the janky ass way of doing it, but I remember this card's an S tier. He's very well balanced overall. I actually like him a lot. I'm definitely going to use him if I can get him. Ian Kinsler. That I know. I just saw you. I know you are here. All right, Ian Kinsler. Okay, 105, 80 are the contacts, 51 and 61 are the powers, 91 vision. Those are all pretty solid. Fielding, 53, arm strength 58, arm accuracy 65, reaction 58, speed 92. So he's quick, but he's got stone hands, can steal bags, and he's hyper offensive. I think this is actually the most useful Kinsler card we've seen. I don't think he's that great, though. I'm going to go with overall B tier. He's a little low on the power side, and his fielding is atrocious, but he's got 125 clutch, too, according to the app. Hopefully the app's right. It should be right, but according to the app, that's pretty crazy. I might go A tier if it would let me. I might go A tier for now. Now, moving on to somebody that I do know, I just saw all the way at the bottom. Hank Thompson. Didn't know he was a Jolt card. So... Hank Thompson, 76, 61 are his contacts, 70, 62 are the powers, so nothing over 80 to even start. 86 vision, there it is. Clutch, 75, balanced. Bunts are 51 and 44, because that matters here in this case. Fielding, 81, 83, 80, 76 across the board. 73 speed, runs pretty well, but here's the kicker. He plays third, second, left, and right field. That is very valuable, and I think with his swing, I think he's a little underrated. I think he's got a great swing. I think that combined with the really solid fielding and speed for all those positions, I think at the very least, that's going to garner him a B tier spot for his versatility. Potentially A tier, will potentially move him up, but I don't know. I'm going to go B tier to start. Alfonso Soriano, A tier to start. I personally own this card right now. I have the Cubs. So far, the two TA cards I have, the Jolt, are Soriano and Raleigh, who we'll get to. Soriano, 81, 61, 67, 85 with 63 vision. Clutch is 60. Now, fielding across the board, 80, 81, 88, 85 with 76 speed. Very well balanced across the board. Better contact versus righties, but better power versus lefties. That's the way I'd like it with if there's going to be splits like that, I prefer it to be reversed on the power side. Primary left field, but he plays second base and center field. Now, that is the biggest one for me, and that is why he actually is going to get a bump, I think, to low S tier. The numbers, I think, are going to play way higher. I think if you consider the fact that it takes only 5 cards to get +5s to his contacts, to the clutch, I think he's solid. I think in a defensive game, very defensive oriented, I think being at this point a very much above average left fielder and the very solid second base option, I think that's something that's important to have, right? I think it's pretty solid, and he could play center field in a pinch as well. So I like Soriano. Litany, laundry list of quirks, big fan. Caminero, S tier. His offense is kind of crazy. 71, 107 are his contacts, 79, 92 are his powers, 71 vision with 74 clutch. Fielding, 65, 82, 65, 68 with 50 speed. Now, he plays third, second, and short. Now, I'd play him at third, obviously. You don't want to lose any more of that. Plus, his strongest category is arm strength and then reaction. That's most important at third base. Second base, he's just a little too slow for that. So he's actually at third base, a really, really good option. In fact, I think he's upper echelon here. I would say that Schwarber's better than... I would say it's around there. This is kind of the order here. I like this. I think I like this order here right now, as it is, as it stands. I think it's pretty solid. Babe might go down a little bit, but I actually like Caminero a lot. McCutchen. People have been talking about him. There's been some buzz about McCutchen because of his bat. 85, 78 contacts, 83, 85 power with 70 vision, and 83 clutch. 61, 64, 62, and 60 across the board, fielding-wise, with 58 speed. He's a DH. He's a primary right fielder who could play left field, too. He should not be out there in either. You can in a pinch if you're really going to make that trade-off for offense, but he's a solid DH. I think he's an S-tier card. This is, by the way, this is all relative. This is all relative, right? S tier compared to these cards, not S tier compared to the free 87s we can get. You see what I'm saying? This is just considering these cards right here. It's amongst the others. I guess I like more cards than I thought I did at this point. Maybe some of these aren't S. I feel like some of these being S might be a little bit crazy. I think we'll see. We will see. Next up is Biggio. This one is interesting. Biggio is very interesting. I gotta go find this card. I just saw him. There we go. Craig. This guy, Craig Biggio, is a catcher primary with left and center field as secondaries. Now, Biggio is 75, 85 contacts, 71, 43 powers with 97 vision, 70 clutch, 88 and 85 bunt and drag bunt respectively. That's important. With 60 fielding, 69 arm strength, 76 arm accuracy, 75 reaction, 67 block, and 88 speed and steal rating. The more I look at this Biggio, the more I like him. He's going to be a contact guy with actually some good pop versus righties, good vision guy, good bunting guy. Now the defense is the problem, but he's a primary catcher who doesn't have great defense, but a little speed back there in that spot could be nice. With not the weakest arm ever, and he's got a decent reaction stat. Would I put him in the outfield? Probably not, because he'd be a common out there until you get a P5. That's the problem. Am I gonna put Biggio in S tier? I actually like him, but I'm gonna put him in A for now. I'm gonna put him in A for now. I think that unless you're an exceptional, yeah, this is tough. I'm gonna go Soriano A. No, I'll keep him here because his defensive flexibility and being good is actually really solid. I'll put him in. I don't know. I kind of want to put him in S. I like him. I'm gonna put him in S. I'm gonna do what I want. It's my list. Fuck it. Oh wait, at the end though. At the end though. For now. Next up on the list, Todd Helton. If I remember right, he's a little slept on. Todd Helton. 97, 84 contacts, 73, 56 power with 81 vision, 78 clutch, and then fielding 81, 70, 72, 73 with 42 speed. Very solid card. I actually think he's, damn, I mean, call me crazy, bro. I'm gonna go S again with this guy. I'm gonna put him here. I think he's solid, bro. I really do. Where's Babe Ruth? Let me see this guy again. Yeah, Babe is pretty damn good too, but he's such a trash fielder. He's just a DH. I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna go Babe and McCutchen in A tier, because they're exclusively DHs and they're not the best at it. Schwarber is ridiculous pop. Like, that is going to be noticeable. That's going to be noticeable. So he'll stay there for now. I'm going to try and keep this to players that can do more things than just one. Making up my own measurements as we go. Up after this, we have the guy, Preston Wilson, who I got to find. Okay, so some of the new legends might not be here, but Greesh is here, right? Yeah, he's here. Oh, wait, no. No, wait, who didn't show up so far? Greesh didn't show up. Preston Wilson didn't show up. I couldn't find those two. There's two new legends. Everybody else that we've done so far that we looked up that we have no problems, they're all returning. That might be the problem. That's why they're not showing up in the app. I don't know why that is. That's very weird. If I remember Preston Wilson, well, he's okay. He's not particularly great. He's a primary center fielder who's not super good out there, and that's a bit of an issue with no other secondaries, but his stats aren't terrible. I'm going to go A tier for now. Matt Holliday, thank God he will show up for your boy. Let me just find him. I saw him already. There we go. Okay. Holiday, 101, 87 contacts, 74, 57 power, 80 vision, 83 clutch, nice. 75, 72, 67, 74 across the board, and 50 speed. Primary left field. That's actually not terrible in left field, and he kind of mashes low key. I'm going to go high A tier on this one. I like him. High A tier on this. I might go Preston Wilson in B tier, actually. Yeah. But I like this Holiday. I think he's solid. I don't know if he's... Yeah, I think he's solid because he actually could play left field right now. If you have two other good outfielders, I could rock with that. James Wood, I thought this card was going to be pretty fire. People were gassing him up. I saw him. I just looked on the game before I went on to make this video, and I wasn't particularly impressed. Let me just find the card. He's not showing up either. I remember this card's not particularly great. Runs decent, but his fielding's pretty poop and his hitting's just eh. So I'm gonna go B tier. If there's any corrections, guys, or if you take an exception, leave a comment, and I'll obviously go back and revisit all this again after going the game. But it's tough. Georgie, my boy, I saw you, Pop. Come back to your boy. Come back, Georgie. I saw you. Contacts for Georgie: 87, 93 with powers being 57 and 71 with 99 vision, 84 clutch. Fielding 71, 64, 73, 59. That reaction's pretty trash. 47 speed, plays third base only. I thought the card said shortstop too when I looked on the game. Maybe I'm wrong. I think there's somebody else. He kind of mashes. I'm gonna be honest. And his defense isn't horrible. The reaction's a little bit low. Go A tier. Big Georgie bias, but I don't care. I don't care. Now let's go back to the filter here. Sexon. Richie Sexon, the sex man. Okay, I'm ultimately just off rip not a fan of Richie Sexon. He's way too big and he's a push hitter, which makes it harder to turn inside pitches. And this year I cannot have that. But 66, 103, 91, 95. Those are his offensive numbers, which are pretty damn solid with 50 vision. Clutch is 93, fielding 61, 63, 62, 67 with 35 speed. He's a big power guy. Only plays first. As far as numbers go, he's actually quite good. As far as numbers go, the problem is it's more than just numbers in this game. His swing is so bad, I think, and so long, and he's a push hitter. He's tall, way too tall. All those reasons considered, I'm gonna go B tier just to be nice. Johnny Bench, A tier. We'll get into it in a second, but I'm very much aware of Johnny Bench. 73, 81, 73, 64 is numbers across the board. Aren't gonna wow you, but trust me on this, especially with the quirks he has and his swing. 65 vision, 48 clutch is pretty trash, but fielding 85, 85, 87, 80 with 88 block, 40 speed. Catcher, first, left, and right field. Being able to have positional flexibility is very nice. I'm actually gonna go B tier. His offense is actually pretty bad with the clutch too, but his flexibility is nice. Don't sleep on Johnny Bench. I'm going to give him a shot. Just try and avoid coming up with guys in scoring position if you have him. Maybe bat him leadoff. I don't know. Ooh, there he is. Frank Thomas is also the top of this list here too. So Frankie T, 82, 80, 74, 96 with 80 vision. Pretty well balanced. 67 clutch is pretty low. Fielding, atrocious. We don't care about that with Frank Thomas. We know this. I don't think this Frank Thomas rakes enough to warrant those defensive numbers. B tier. I don't think so. I just don't. Maybe we'll see when we get a little higher up. Joe Musgrove. First pitcher I think we've gone to, right? Hits per 9, 72. K per 9, 74. Walks per 9, good. Looking at this card entirely, the big thing for me is no sinker anymore. C tier. I think so, at least. Tommy G. Love me some Tommy G. These stats are nice. I like these stats. Yeah. And this pitch mix too? Yeah, 100%. Good hits per 9. Lower K per 9, but it's whatever. It's early in the year. 102 stamina. Good walks per 9. Control is solid. Pitching clutch is a little low, actually, with 73, but we'll make it work. Tommy, S tier. I think so, at least. This is being a problem. What the heck is this? Jesus Christ. Alrighty. Jackson Job. Again, wait, he's got a running fastball? Did I miss that? Velo 82? That's got to be a bug on the app. I'm pretty sure I saw his card, and he does not have that. 4C. It says on the app. That's pretty neat. No control. Pretty good clutch. I'm gonna go B tier, but that feels a little weird. Andrew Miller, A tier. Andrew Miller, A tier. It's very hard to get good lefties in the game, and he is so glitchy, bro. I hate facing him like bad. I really don't like facing him at all. He does not show up on the app because why would he? But I know Andrew Miller cards. He's gonna be at least an A tier. Now this one's interesting. I saw him here. Jim Cat. Slider, curveball, sinker, slurve, screwball. Very cool mix. Does not have crazy velo, but not bad either. But pretty good numbers across the board. Good control. I think the screwball is going to add a little element to him. I would love it if he dropped the curveball in favor of a changeup. He already has a slurve and a screwball. For that reason, I'm gonna go B tier until I face him tentatively. Roy Halladay, I think despite the... I know Roy Halladay's card. Despite the low numbers of hits per 9 and all the other stuff, I think I'm going to go with A tier because the pitches and the velo really do well for him. I think S tier. Martinez, I think is S tier. Great pitch mix. Outlier. Sinker. Very meta. Very, very meta. Raleigh, the best out of all of the cards, in my opinion, out of all of them. Johnny, again, I guess another S tier, and Clay Buchholz another S tier. Johnny, because you need his kind of hits per 9, his numbers at this point of the year on GOAT difficulty especially, or if you're playing high levels, you need these kind of numbers. I think Johnny is an S tier. I think Clay Buchholz is very good too. Probably the best starter. One of the, if not one of the best. Any adjustments I'd make here? I'm gonna go Soriano A tier. I'm gonna go Biggio A tier. Let me just double check on Todd Helton one more time just to make sure I feel the same way about him. I'm gonna keep him there for now. But this is the ultimate list. Let me get a full picture of this. Nobody is really bad other than Ripken. I think he's kind of mid, and I think Musgrove's mid too. I'm gonna go C tier for Wood too. I don't really like that card as much. I'm gonna go Sexon and C tier too. I think his swing is fucking terrible, bro. I think it's horrid. I think it's horrid. I think it's poo poo buns magoo. So this is the final list here. Can we get it in this fashion here? And then a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. See, I can't. This is the thing though. You can't scroll down on this page. That's why I can't do it in this. But this is the finished list. We'll get screenshots of every single one of these players for you guys to correspond with when we're discussing them and breaking them down. But this is my ultimate list. I wouldn't say it's in super strict order in terms of where they are in that one tier, but pretty accurate nonetheless. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this kind of video just in general. If you do, let me know. If you want to see some other stuff, let me know as well in the comment section below. Glad to be back on this channel and glad to be back making content for MLB the Show in full swing. We love this new game so far. It's been a great time. Let me know what you think. See you guys soon, okay? Peace.